What is possible if you feel free? We tend to put ourselves in many boxes and not sure how to free ourselves from it. And all of a sudden, somebody else or one of that boxes is responsible for our freedom. And we're thinking that if that box is not offering that, we cannot get to that freedom. Guess what? We can shift our thoughts to the possibility and start going to the feeling that we can feel free and what is possible to create with that. It could be as simple as that. I know that when you being programmed for so long, and I'm not just pointing fingers, I'm also know that for years I was in my environment, and guess what? It taking time to unlearn, to get myself out of certain boxes and stop putting the blame on somebody else, but taking more responsibility for my choices to create actually that freedom within. Because that's where it is. When you don't feel free inside, you feel a lot of contractions in your body, in your mind, in your heart. You will not be able to experience that freedom outside. Everything it will be an evidence of whatever you feel constricted with. The experiences, people that you will interact with will be just keep showing to you, yes, a confirmation, yes, I'm right. There is really not possible to have the freedom. And I know that it could be overwhelming with what is going on around the world, and possibly it start kind of getting a bit of more attention and other attempts of implementing some more of the control and taking not the power, taking power, but actually more in a forced way instead of the freedom, sovereign way. So we get to actually be more prepared for those things to free ourselves from those bonds. So be more of the observer of what is going on and not active participants out of that fear and out of that I don't know what else, out of that control that is attempted to be implemented on other people, because that's what they would like to for us to do, to be obedient. Like that's what the parents were trying to do, and sometimes there was also force use to implement certain ways of behaviors. So it's not any difference, and you can actually uh, act upon that fear, or you can actually act out of freedom and wholeness of who you are as a powerful human being from your power, not power of somebody else that trying to serve their agenda, and you just kind of becoming that sheep, the follower, obedient follower who doesn't know what to do about it. And even if you feeling like, okay, I will not allow for them to control me, but when you even engaging in the thoughts and engaging in some fears and feeling that division inside, you already allowing and giving your power away. So let's get that power back within, get more center, feel more of that free feelings in your mind, in your heart, and that's what you start experiencing in the outside world. And the evidence will be showing even in the most challenging environment. And there were some even leaders who were in prison, and they were choosing that they didn't have any control about the imprisonments, but they knew that they can start feeling, they can start with their thoughts and beliefs of that feeling of the freedom, and that's how they actually are able to survive through the hard times. And there's possibly more examples of that, trying to bring that to the awareness. And I know that many times it's more than the awareness is needed to get us kind of going. Like I have mentioned, we been programmed into different patterns, different programs, many times that were like attempting to serve agenda of the other person, to really unlearn those things, to remember of who you are, to remember that you whole and the powerful, free, sovereign human being. So I trust that it's helpful, and how it's tying to health and wealth. Again, well, you know that to be healthy, it's get to be, you get to be free on so many different levels. And many times when some disease is happening, showing up more evident on physical level, then we somehow getting more attention, that we don't have a choice and we have to take care of it. But many times we also dealing with unequipped people who supposedly are trained to help us and not always knowing what to do, because yeah, they can do the x-ray, they can run some tests, they can find what's going on, but many times there's even more to that than it's appear on the surface, that's going on inside of us, that creates that disease, and it's a root cause of that. So that's why the functional medicine become more popular to get to that. And even recently was looking at some functional endocrinologist who has the MBA and choosing to go that route, and quite a few medical professionals feeling that there is a need to find those root of the issue, and not just kind of masking the symptoms, and that there is like holistic way around it, that it's not just some physical symptoms, but it's many times more than that. There's emotions involved, there is mindset and spiritual many times as well. So that's kind of how that's related to health and wealth. And when you taking care of your health, you know that health is wealth. Then when the health is well in different areas, and that you discover the root causes of what is going on, then it's easier to create that wealth, and wealth that you can experience in your health and in other experience, financial wealth and abundance, which is wealth as well, and beautiful relations that you can experience, and lots of joy, love, and peace around you. So trusting that it's helpful, feel free to share what resonates with that message. You can comment on this video. It's still a work in progress. Possibly you saw a banner that being posted, and working on some covers and creating some structures around it, around that channel. Stay tuned. Encourage you to subscribe to this channel so you are notified when there's a new content available, or I'm coming live, and you can join live or check the replay. Sending you so much love, joy, and peace, and see you around. Take care.